Welcome to the Herd's official YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out the Colin Cowherd podcast, all of our NFL instant reactions, and more football content.
Okay, he did it again. No Luka, no LeBron. In fact, no Ant Edwards. And the star of the show, buzzer beater, was Austin Reaves of the Lakers. 28 points and 16 assists. What are we to make of him? Well, first of all, he's a great American sports story. First year in the NBA, he averaged 7, then 13, then 16, then 20. Suddenly, he's averaging 34. My guess is it's going to go down a little bit. It is the best case scenario for the Lakers. They can show him off to the NBA. He's getting to the free throw line 12 times. He's always created contact. The issue isn't, is he a good player? He's a very good player, right? The question is, can you maximize his game with the Lakers? He needs the ball in his hands. You should see his numbers playing with LeBron and without him. He's a different player entirely. C+ to A-. So what do you do with him? He's showing the league, maybe Houston, the Celtics, Miami. No, I can initiate offense. I'll get to the free throw line. I'm physical. I'll work hard on the defensive end, albeit won't be great. Is he too good to trade? Or is he the perfect trade piece? Again, Luka needs the ball to dominate, and Luka is arguably the second best player in the world, some nights the very best. Maybe Austin Reaves is thinking, I want the ball. I want this to continue. So watching him last night, here's what I kept thinking watching Austin Reaves. Are the new owners, this is not the Buss family. The Buss family needed LeBron for 6.5 years. They needed him. He was selling tickets. They were a mess pre-LeBron. Remember? End of the Kobe days? They weren't very good. They were bad all the time. Right? We remember Kobe's last game, 60 points. A lot of forgettable years. Are the new Laker owners who have a lot of money, and it's about the long term, not selling tickets necessarily, thinking to themselves, you know, maybe it's LeBron we don't need. I mean, LeBron reportedly in his feels because he hasn't gotten the contract extension. My take is the only two absolutes going forward are Luka and JJ Redick. This is no longer a league of a big three. It's a duo league. But maybe the Lakers are a big three. Luka, JJ Redick, and Austin Reaves. I mean, this is what happens. You're given opportunities. Somebody takes a day off work. Somebody's sick. You step in. With no Luka and no LeBron, JJ Redick is leaning on him. He gets the free throw line, always has. Initiates contact, always has. Hitting his shots, usually does. So this is one of those moments. The new owners are looking at this, and my take last night was, God, the kid's first or second in the league. Now, nobody plays defense early in the season, so everybody's numbers are a little glossy. A lot of guys shooting 55%. I get it. But it's impossible not to pay attention, right? And these new owners, they're still assessing the situation. They made it very clear. JJ Redick, and with a contract extension, Luka, they're the future. But it's not a big three league. It's now a duo league. And Austin Reaves, when you compare him to LeBron, is much cheaper, younger, healthier, and let's be honest, less maintenance. Here's JJ Redick on Austin Reaves last night.
That guy is going to show up in the big moments. It's not surprised. He's done that many times in his career. He's done that many times since I've been his coach. Feel very comfortable with him making decisions at late game.
And Austin Reaves scored half of his points against Jaden McDaniels, who's a elite defensive player. So it's been very, very impressive, and it's just opportunities. You know, somebody misses work, somebody misses a game, you step in. But if it was the old owners, the Buss family, I don't think this would be as significant. They love Austin Reaves. They've paid him nothing, and he's very productive. But the new owners look at the world differently. When somebody buys a company, they see the world differently. They don't cling to stuff. Usually they don't want old and higher maintenance. They like young, cheaper, healthier, coachable. Austin Reaves is a very attractive player to any new ownership group. That's what I saw last night. And J-Mac, I know how much you love Austin Reaves, but it is interesting. As I'm watching it, I'm thinking about the new ownership group, how they view him. And it's like cost, dependability, health, maintenance. I mean, there is something about LeBron. The downside to being an older star athlete is you can suck the oxygen out of a room a little bit, right? Austin Reaves is like, if it wasn't for the headband, you never pick him up. And that there is something to be said about a new coach, a young player. It's fascinating.
Yeah, I don't know if I said this to you on air or off, but I look at Austin Reaves next to Luka Doncic, and I'm like, why can't Austin be Kyrie Irving? Kyrie and Luka went to the NBA Finals 2 years ago. And I'm not saying Austin Reaves is Kyrie Irving, but he can be that type of player.
Okay, but you're missing the big part of that. Why did Luka and Kyrie work? Because they had a long, devastating front line. They're both bad. That's not, that's why.
Well, once you move off LeBron, you bring in bigs, right?
Well, now, again, Luka and Austin Reaves are not Kyrie and Luka with Dallas's front line and size. Yeah. DeAndre Ayton's a bad defensive player. Okay, so it works only because of what Dallas can provide in rim protection. Yeah. Having Luka and Austin Reaves is fun. It's not beating the best teams in the West, who mostly all do have rim protection and better wings. Again, it's the first week of the NBA season, the first 2 weeks. Nobody's playing defense. It's a lot of fun. You can't overreact.
Yes.
But I guarantee you, the new owners, just anybody out there that's ever bought a new business or you're part of a new company, you view it differently than how the old people viewed it. And the Buss family, they felt kind of tied at the hip with LeBron, right? Like they had sacrifices. 100%. They brought him in. These new guys are like, hey, we like him. We have no connection to him.
Yeah. I love Austin Reaves. I've been on that bandwagon for a while. Everybody's saying, we could ship him for Giannis. Doesn't seem realistic. Colin, the team I heard last night that is interested in Austin Reaves, keep an eye on the Utah Jazz. Lauri Markkanen is a budding star. He's younger than Reaves. He's a big. I think he had 50 points earlier this week, was outstanding in the summer.
Markkanen's been a great scorer since he walked into the league. Big guy that can run the floor.
I would keep an eye. You pair a couple Euros, Luka and Lauri Markkanen. I know he's not an awesome defender, but I would just keep an eye on that going forward. Again, I'm not trying to trade Austin Reaves, but I just put that on your radar.
All right. When they were beating the Reds and the Phillies, and they were beating the Brewers, J-Mac, the Dodgers bats had a way of making teams' pitching staffs and bullpens uncomfortable. That is exactly now what is happening to the Dodgers bullpen and the Dodgers starting staff. So here's where we start today. How about Trey? That was unbelievable. The best thing for baseball, honestly, privately, is the Dodgers struggling, being on the brink. Because last year, when they dominated the Yankees in the World Series, a minute later, it's like, the sport's uneven. This is not fair. There's a massive financial gap. It's just not fair. It felt like KD to the Warriors. First year, they go 16-1 in the playoffs. So the Big Ten winning a natty or the Chiefs getting blown out in Super Bowls, big picture, gives everybody else hope. This Dodger team was flawed all season long. We talked about it. They blew 26 saves. Mookie Betts, who had a great September, not hitting now, didn't hit until September. He had an injury or an illness early. He's been off all season. Blake Snell opens the game with a couple of fastballs. Both get jacked out. So from the very beginning, it was the Blue Jays bats making the Dodgers uncomfortable. Blake Snell, after giving up 2 bombs in the first inning, had to abandon his fastball. So again, what the Dodgers did for 3 series is what the Jays are doing to the Dodgers now. And Trey Savage, amazing. Another amazing story. This kid wasn't in Major League Baseball when the season started. He was in single A ball. There used to be low A, high A. It's now just single A ball. It's basically like really slightly better than great high school baseball. You don't stay in a hotel. You have a host family. Last night, struck out 12. Only one Dodger got into scoring position. For the record, Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman held hitless. In fact, the last 2 games, the Dodgers as a team are hitting $164. Their MVPs are MIA. Struck out every Dodger at least once. We thought the Dodgers would hit their way to a title, yet they've scored 64 total runs in the playoffs. The Jays are at 100 and counting. And no baseball team has repeated since the Derek Jeter Yankees. And there's a reason for it. It's exceptionally hard, more than any sport. I mean, you got to get your starting pitching in sync. You got to get your timely hits at the perfect time. You've got to fix your batting order, right guys in front of the right guys, top-tier pitching, bullpen's got to be good enough. So the Dodgers may have built the perfect Major League Baseball machine, but maybe they forgot to put in the clutch. Because the team right now that is making the other team uncomfortable, it's Toronto. And here is Dave Roberts on making Game 6 adjustments in Canada.
I'm not sure if it's Mookie in the 2, Mookie in the 3, Freddie in the 3. I'm not sure. But at the end of the day, regardless of, who we run out there or what construct, we still got to take good at-bats, all of us, And so that's what I'm betting on.
Yeah, the Dodgers had a lot of bad at-bats last night. But when you get one guy in scoring position, is it just the Jays pitching? Is part of it pressure? Whatever it is, it's working. First inning on, when you force Blake Snell to abandon his fastball, you're officially in the Dodgers' wheelhouse. You're in the Dodgers' head.
Today's show is brought to you by our new presenting sponsor, Hard Rock Bet. Great partners on Hard Rock Bet. You don't have to wait for week 9 to kick off all the action, and you want to get in on that action. It's the golden time of the year with basketball. Homers, hat tricks, always something to bet on. If you haven't tried your first bet on Hard Rock Bet, there's still time to get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Just place a $5 bet. $5, that's it. If it hits, you not only get your winnings, but $150 in extra bonus bets from Hard Rock Bet. If you think baseball is slow, even when the title's on the line, not when you bet. The average first inning lasts just 17 minutes, and first inning bets are one of the most popular ones in the entire Hard Rock Bet app. So you can bet if there's a run in the first inning or a no-run first inning. Fast, fun, easy. You can parlay first inning bets for a bigger, faster possible payout. Download the Hard Rock Bet app today. Make your first deposit.
So I was thinking about this watching the Dodgers last night, is that and I've said this before, there are two sports that you have a lot of downtime and a lot of time to think. And for men who think, they often overthink, and I guess women too, golf and baseball. And I've seen great golfers collapse. I mean, you can go back to Rory McIlroy, double bogeys, at Masters, right? He's struggling on Sunday at his 17th Masters. I think a little bit of this is the Dodgers are in their head. A lot of it's Toronto pitching. But I think they're suffering from Jays pitching and intense pressure. LA's hitting .201 against Toronto. I mean, give me a break. Freddie Freeman, Betts, Max Muncy, Ohtani, one Dodger in scoring position all night. So the Dodgers, they hear, they see, and they read everything written about them going into this series. And first, I think it motivated Toronto. I think really good teams are motivated. But the fact is, they don't even have George Springer, and they're beating the Dodgers up. And the other thing, the Blue Jays are 4-0 in the playoffs when they trail. So they're built for this. That 18-inning game, they're kind of built for it. Reportedly, their clubhouse had, Joe Davis was talking about, it's like spring training now. They're playing music, they're laughing, they're having fun, and the Dodgers are a little bit tight. That is the downside to hearing and seeing and reading how great you are. But the Dodgers went into this season. I mean, just think about this. They went into this season, Mookie Betts wasn't available in September. Bullpen was a bit of a mess. Starting pitchers had injuries. They were a flawed baseball team. But I've seen great golfers collapse in majors. I've seen great hitters in a World Series go belly up. I saw LeBron literally freeze against Dallas in the NBA Finals, LeBron James. So, I mean, Rory McIlroy shooting one over Sunday at the Masters, 2 bogeys and a double. That's not because he forgot how to golf. I think that a little bit of this is the Dodgers came in as a favorite. And there is so much media now. There are so many platforms. You can't avoid it. I mean, I put my phone down for hours at a time and just watch sports. I just want to watch sports. Generationally, I didn't grow up with a phone. That's probably easier to me than if you're 28 or 38. But you can't avoid stuff. I have people coming up to me all the time. Oh, I saw you on TikTok or Instagram, or doesn't have to be on TV or radio all the time. So the Dodgers are obviously sitting around waiting for the game, seeing stuff, and I think a bit of it's in their head. Never forget this. The Dodgers over-under was 103 in Vegas. We looked up this morning, the Jays was 78.5. So one team is coming into this World Series, 78.5 wins. Yankees picked to win the division, maybe Boston second. Yeah, Toronto will scrap around, at the bottom, just fighting, hopefully to get into the wild card. So I think a lot of what the Dodgers are facing, to hit this poorly, a guy that was in single A to start the season, looks like Verlander in his prime against you. I'm not saying the kid's not excellent. He's not Verlander in his prime. Some of this is it's in the Dodgers' head. Trey, you savage? Here's the starter after taking a 3-2 lead in the series.
I treat every hitter the same. All at this level, every hitter can do damage. So, it was just another strikeout. It's a crazy world. Crazy world. Hollywood couldn't have made it this good. So, just being a part of this, I'm just very blessed.
It is remarkable. He started the year in single A baseball. That is just, that is several notches below the G League in the NBA. And he had just handcuffed the Dodgers. Bad at bats, bad swings by star players. It goes and heads to Canada now.